Flacourt's sea boar was a large, mysterious animal described by Etienne de Flacourt in his 1658 book on the Madagascan animals. Now, Flacourt was the governor of Madagascar, and I've mentioned him previously in my video on the elephant bird, in which he talks about a potential late surviving population of the elephant bird in Madagascar. The sea boar was described as being about the size of a cow and had physical traits of both a seal and a dolphin. It has one dorsal fin, which is usual for an aquatic animal, and it has flippers, seal-like claws, and a blowhole. The body of the animal was washed up on the southeast coast of Madagascar during a storm. Like with a few other animals in his book, Flacourt includes an illustration of the sea boar. Now he puts it next to a bonito. A bonito is a sort of large carnivorous type of tuna, but you can see that the sea boar is a lot bigger than it. Flacourt's description of the animal, translated into modern English, goes, "There is the sea boar. I saw one washed up near our fort, which was almost as big as an ox, having no scales but hairy like a wild boar or like a seal. He had a hole where his head was and a fin on his back, feet like those of a seal or a crocodile, 2 small eyes and well 50 teeth on each side of the mouth, claws like the fingers of a man, equally bare and equally hairy, a hairy tail which ended in decreasing its length by more than a brath. The animal was dead and began to fester badly, which was because I didn't have him skinned. It was while fleeing a storm that he ran aground on the rocks near Fort Dauphin." This is a drawing of the sea boar by Reddit user Brock Jam. One suggestion is that the sea boar may have been a decomposing dolphin. Similar to the Cadborosaurus, which was an animal reported through much of the 1900s, an aquatic sort of sea serpent, the sea boar is most likely some sort of decomposing animal. Now, whether it is indeed a dolphin or some sort of whale or perhaps a whale fetus is unknown, but when animal blubber decomposes it takes on a sort of furry look. Look at this 1937 image of a Cadborosaurus. Look at how it looks quite furry. Well, actually this is a decomposing basking shark, and when the blubber has decomposed it resembles fur. The other animal I think it might be is it's possibly a dugong. Now, dugongs are quite large animals, a bit smaller than Stella's sea cows, but they do live around Madagascar. The only part that doesn't add up is that they don't have dorsal fins, but they are as big as an ox or a cow. The 2 rows of 50 teeth is a bit mysterious, but when the dugong might be decomposed, the sort of bone cartilage might resemble teeth. I don't believe this is a new animal, but if it is, it hasn't been cited since. Nevertheless, the drawing is quite interesting, and I do quite enjoy reading about Flacourt's work. His 1658 book on Madagascar wildlife, or Malagasy wildlife, is really interesting, and he describes quite a few different extinct animals in it, potentially describing the elephant bird, probably describing the Giant Fossa, and almost definitely describing the Malagasy Hippopotamus. But getting back onto the sea boar, especially since it isn't part of Malagasy myths and legends, it seems most likely that it's a decomposed animal. As always, thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.